This is Topper Chef. Today we're going to make Saag Paneer. I love Saag Paneer because I can eat it when I'm hungry. I just can eat it with 2 rotis and it's in the fridge. And sometimes I just top it with little bit of mozzarella cheese, put it and let it just like a Spanish lasagna. Now we're going to add some oil in this hot pan. It's 4 tablespoons of oil. And I'm going to add cumin seeds. The pan is hot enough. Okay, the cumin seeds have been toasted enough. Now this is where I'm going to add my onion. Brown this onion. No browning, just wet this onion a bit, maybe for 2 or 3 minutes. With the cumin. I don't like to put too much oil in this. I've shown you my process of making saag paneer is a little bit different than all restaurants because I want it more like a vegetable, a creamy vegetable, like in French restaurants that they have. Spread it, let it get translucent enough. Okay, so now it is kind of brown, the onion, not very brown. You just want it, the brownness of the cumin seed is coming on that. I'm going to add my ginger, garlic, and my chopped chilies to this, and just brown a little bit. Yes, that spiciness. You can make me cough, open up my sinuses here. Here we go. Lower it a little bit. Now this is where I put my squeezed spinach. The spinach. Here we go. All the spinach. Stir it, mix all, let it toast, fry the spinach with the onion a little bit. Nice and spicy. I'm making this as an accompaniment for my korma because korma is not supposed to be very spicy, but this will just blend nice with the paratha or the rotis that we are going to have today for dinner. Okay, Topper Chef back again here with my saag paneer. We let it simmer for some time. Not exactly simmer, but little frying around with the onion, ginger, garlic, and the chili powder. Now to this, I'm going to add my cumin powder and my coriander powder. These are the spices which are going to go in this. Again, let it toast a little bit. Cook that properly with that. Okay, about a minute has become after adding our cumin and coriander powder. As you can see, I'm stirring it. This is the critical point of my difference of making my saag paneer. At this point is I let the vegetable cook very well with the help of little water and milk. The reason I do this is because I want it healthy, and plus I used to work in a restaurant and a lot of people used to like this kind of flavor in this. So Now let this simmer for at least 10 minutes into this. Okay, so Topper Chef back again. Now it's 15 minutes since I have let this simmer down. As you can see, it's nice and soupy, and that's the way I want it, because now I'm going to blend it with my blender. You don't want to blend it very fine, but for Saag Paneer you want it little kind of creamy. Okay, so now we just finished blending everything, and you've got to be very careful because this will kind of keep on plopping. Because so at this stage I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt and my garam masala, and keep on stirring it. The spices are good, everything's good. And this is exactly my ready for, oh, now good smell of the garam masala to this. Keep on stirring it. To this, I'll keep on stirring it at least for 2-3 minutes so all the garam masala gets added to it. And you can see the color, it's not very blended or anything. It's like creamy, but not very blended and light. To this I add my cheese, which has already been fried, ready bought stored cheese, already fried, and that's why it's called Saag Paneer, because it's cheese. Now sometimes people can add also meat to this, and they add, you know, they call it saag aloo or potatoes or anything like that different. Keep on stirring it. I can smell, when I tasted it, it was nice, spicy, hot with the chilies. I'm gonna stir it at high heat. Okay, so now it's about 2-3 minutes. We stirred the garam masala and everything, and now it's nice and ready. And this is, I'm going to finish off with little of cream. That's it. It's nice and creamy. That's how in the restaurants that they serve. Now I usually like to eat it. This is the bowl. I take it and I put little of it, and then put it mozzarella cheese on top of it, and put it in the oven and eat it as a spinach dip. And my kids also love it. So there are a lot of ways you can eat the spinach, or saag paneer, or cheese, or whichever way you want to eat it.